Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I rise to support the committee's report and all its recommendations, Honorable Speaker, including the requirement, Honorable Speaker, or the resolution that all consul generals who had been posted to stations without appropriate vetting in accordance with our Constitution and our laws be recalled by the appointing authority, Honorable Speaker, so that they are vetted. And Honorable Speaker, any one of those consul generals who shall not heed to the call to come back and be vetted, then has no business serving the people of Kenya in whatever station they were posted to, Honorable Speaker. Because we must re-emphasize the role and the importance of vetting candidates who are nominated or appointed to positions that the Constitution requires them to be vetted. And Honorable Speaker, I also support the rejection. Honorable Speaker, if you can protect me from the loud consultations.
Order, Karemba and your group. That Kamkunji is unlawful.
And Honorable Speaker, there is a lot of lobbying.
Yes.
And lobbying is okay because it is allowed in all parliaments. But lobbying, Honorable Speaker, there is a way it is done. And I also know, Honorable Speaker, there are groups of businessmen who have been lobbying members to reverse the recommendations of this committee. Honorable Speaker, I'm talking about this lobbying, Honorable Speaker, because the businessmen who have been lobbying members had no opportunity, like the Committee of Foreign Relations, to interrogate each of these candidates. And I know they have been lobbying people on the basis of their ethnicities, on the basis of where they come from, and even at times enticing members with the incentives. Honorable Speaker, this would be the most shameful thing that we can do as a House, to allow ourselves to be lobbied. Honorable Speaker, I have no liberty to name any names, Honorable Speaker, because I am a responsible leader. But I must protect the dignity of this House as a leader in this House. We must not, as a House, allow ourselves to be lobbied by busybodies of businessmen and women out there to reject a report by a committee of this House after they have done a lot of work to vet all the nominees, Honorable Speaker, including those who had issues with EACC, and members who have bothered to read the committee's report will see some of the issues that were raised and how the committee addressed them. Therefore, Honorable Speaker, when the committee resolves to reject a nominee on the basis of that nominee's competence to the position that they have been nominated to, Honorable Speaker, we must give respect to this committee and its members who are honorable members, that they have done their work, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, we were all watching on TV, and that is why, Honorable Speaker, I must thank you and the Parliamentary Service Commission for making it possible for all these vetting processes to be broadcast live on TV, so that Kenyans can vindicate this House when we reject a nominee. And Honorable Speaker, I want to say I support even the rejection of Charles Githinji Keiru as Consul General for Goma. Goma, Honorable Speaker, is not a small station, and you've been Minister for Foreign Affairs, you know. Goma is a very important station in our region and in the East African community, Honorable Speaker. And therefore, the person that we send to represent the people of Kenya and personally represent His Excellency the President must be somebody whose competence is not questionable. Must be somebody that we have confidence in as a House, that he represents the people of Kenya and the best amongst the people of Kenya. And I want to support, Honorable Speaker, the committee's report in the rejection of the Honorable the Charles Githinji Keiru and the recall of all other consul generals who in the last regime were posted to stations without going through vetting, because our laws, our constitution requires that this house vets even consul generals. And therefore, Honorable Speaker, I support the committee's report in its totality to pass those that the committee has agreed that we pass and to reject those that have been proposed for rejection, and to also support those who are being recalled as recommended by the committee, because we will just be emphasizing.
Women Rep Busia.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. This is the first time the hustler government has rejected its own hustler. The description or definition of a hustler is in Charles Githinji. Even if he couldn't define GDP, you empower because that was your vision. Take him to Goma, wherever you are taking him to, and give him scholarship as well, so that he can represent the hustler government. How can you tell me that he just reached Form 4 or has limited qualifications? That is the hustler, and that is the definition I understand from where I stand. So I support, and allow me to ask the majority leader not to be so. This young man that I watched, he has a will, and the adage prevails: where there is a will, there is a way. Don't put impediments. So this Charles Githinji man, I don't know where he comes from, what he has done, but I just know that he did not define some things, but he was smart and had audacity to go there and sit and face these very learned people, and also did not even, he was not in a hurry. So that is the hustler that President Ruto promised. So carry your burden. We are here. We want to support you. Thank you. Hustler.
Lea Sangaire, or is it